I think the biggest thing that is important to me and that I'm passionate about is that our athletes are seen as athletes. I think a lot of time people see female athletes as female athletes, but they're athletes. When they're in that element and in that arena, they're athletes. They're not girl athletes or female athletes. And I think sometimes people see them differently and have different expectations for them. But man, we've got some real gritty women on our team that want to be seen as athletes first because that's what they're passionate about. And in a different element, they can be seen differently. But when we're in the arena, we're on the ball field, we are there to compete.
I think that the biggest challenge of females in sports would be just the mentality and just the physical and mental part of it. I think that people don't understand that females have that toughness and competitiveness.
I think women face many obstacles because people look down on them almost, like they can't do the things that men do. And I think that a lot of people are being surprised, especially the role that women have taken over the past 10, 20 years. And we've really shown off and showed that we can be in the military, we can play sports, we can play it just as good as men do. Although we're not built as strong as they are, I think we're capable of just as much as men are.
Interestingly enough, I think when I was growing up for 2 decades, all anybody could ever say was, well, Billie Jean King. And sadly, that's the only one we would point to. She was a celebrity, had a great voice, had a tremendous story, was a tremendous world championship tennis player. And then thankfully, even though people were saying who's the next Billie Jean King, we didn't get the next Billie Jean King. We got the next wave of Billie Jean Kings. And I think of the 1999 women's national team who won the World Cup and had 40 million people for the first time ever to watch a women's sporting event on worldwide TV and 93,000 at the Rose Bowl. And all of a sudden, within sports, we didn't just have 1 or 2 strong women. We had Mia Hamm and Brandi Chastain and Julie Foudy, and the list goes on, and Christine Lilly. And then that group of players, they happened to be in our sport, soccer, so we were close to it, but then that group of players became a voice in women's sport. I mean, Julie Foudy's not just about soccer anymore. She's about all women's sport and all women's issues. And I think that was the first group of women that had a platform and used it for the betterment of all women's sports. I think to be that empowered woman, you have to understand that so that you have the tools and the role models and the equipment to face those challenges when you leave college.
I feel an enormous responsibility for the position I'm in, and I don't take it lightly. I love the opportunity to show our female student athletes that they can do anything they want to do. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm a professional. And I hope that they see me and even my assistant Brittany in these positions, and they know that they can do both, because sometimes that's still a question mark even today.